Imagine a city gripped by plague, powered by whale oil, and ruled by corruption. This is Dunwall, the gritty, industrial setting of Dishonored, where you step into the shoes of Corvo Atano. In the world of Dishonored, the city of Dunwall is a character in its own right. A melting pot of Victorian charm and steampunk innovation, it is a city of contrasts. Majestic architectural marvels tower over narrow, grimy alleyways, while the glistening waters of its rivers are tainted by the dark underbelly of corruption and deceit. The city is powered by an unusual resource, whale oil, a testament to the game's unique blend of historical and fantastical elements. This whale oil fuels everything from the city's sprawling factories to its sophisticated security systems, creating a vivid, atmospheric world that is both familiar and utterly alien. At the heart of this world is Corvo Atano, a man of honor thrown into a melee of treachery. Once the trusted bodyguard of the Empress, Corvo finds himself framed for her murder. His reputation tarnished, his life upended. But Dishonored is a game of choices, and Corvo's path is not one of despair but of determination. As Corvo, you are not just a pawn in Dunwall's power games. You are a player. You have the power to shape your fate, to navigate the city's labyrinthine politics, to forge alliances or make enemies. You can choose to be a ruthless avenger, spilling the blood of those who wronged you, or you can become a silent ghost, slipping past your enemies unseen, leaving them to wonder at your phantom presence. But what sets Corvo apart is not just his skill with a blade or his knack for stealth. It's his supernatural abilities, gifts bestowed by a mysterious outsider. These abilities enhance his skills, offering creative solutions to challenges and adding another layer to the rich tapestry of Dishonored's gameplay. In the shadows, Corvo transforms from a mere bodyguard to a supernatural assassin, fueled by vengeance. This is the world of Dishonored, where your choices shape your destiny, and every action echoes through the streets of Dunwall. Welcome to the world of Dishonored. In Dishonored, the choice is yours. Will you be a ruthless killer, or a ghost that leaves no trace? The game lays a vast canvas of possibilities before your eyes, urging you to paint your own path through the grimy streets of Dunwall. At the heart of Dishonored lies an element that sets it apart from many of its peers: the freedom of choice. This is no linear adventure where you're funneled down a predetermined path. Instead, it's a rich tapestry of possibilities where your decisions and actions shape the world around you. The game's missions aren't just about getting from point A to point B. They're intricate puzzles with multiple solutions. You might choose to charge in, sword swinging, cutting down anyone who stands in your way. Or you may decide to slink in the shadows, avoiding conflict, leaving your enemies none the wiser. But the real beauty of Dishonored is that there's always a third way, a creative, non-lethal solution that allows you to complete your objectives without bloodshed. This is where Dishonored's emphasis on player freedom really shines. You're not just choosing how to play, you're crafting your own narrative. And then there are your targets, the people who betrayed you, framed you for a crime you didn't commit. How you deal with them is entirely up to you. You might choose the path of vengeance, ending their lives with a swift stroke of your blade. Or you might find a different kind of justice, a non-lethal solution that leaves them alive but broken. But remember, every choice has consequences. The more chaos you cause, the darker Dunwall becomes. Innocents may suffer. Allies may turn against you. The city's fate is intertwined with your actions. So, will you be a harbinger of death, leaving a trail of bodies in your wake? Or will you be a phantom, a whisper in the wind, unseen and unheard? Every choice you make shapes your journey and ultimately the fate of Dunwall. What if you could bend time, possess creatures, or teleport across rooftops? In Dishonored, these supernatural abilities are your weapons. Imagine being able to see through walls with dark vision, a power that not only reveals enemies but also their field of view, helping you avoid detection. Or using Blink, a rapid teleportation ability that can whisk Corvo across vast distances in the blink of an eye. This skill alone opens up a multitude of tactical possibilities, from evading enemies to reaching otherwise inaccessible areas. Then there's Possession, a power that lets Corvo inhabit the bodies of animals and humans alike. Fancy a rat's eye view of Dunwall? With Possession, you can do just that. Or, if you prefer, you can use this power to take control of an enemy guard, walking them right out of your path. But the powers don't stop there. With Bend Time, you can slow down or even stop time altogether. This ability turns every encounter into a playground, allowing Corvo to evade bullets, sneak past guards, or even rearrange the battlefield to his advantage before time resumes its normal pace. But what makes these powers truly extraordinary is how they can be combined. Imagine possessing a rat to slip past a group of guards, then using Blink to teleport onto a nearby rooftop. Or slowing time to avoid detection, then summoning a swarm of rats with Devouring Swarm to distract your enemies while you make your escape. This is where Dishonored really shines. It's not just about having supernatural abilities, it's about how you use them creatively to navigate the world and overcome challenges. Each power offers a different approach, a different way to play. The game encourages experimentation, rewarding players who think outside the box with unique and satisfying gameplay experiences. And remember, these are not just tools for assassination. They're also tools for exploration, for puzzle solving, for stealth. They're a means to an end, certainly, but they're also a way to engage with the world of Dunwall in a truly unique way. With these powers, Corvo is more than just an assassin. He is a force of nature. Beyond its gripping narrative and player freedom, Dishonored offers a host of unique features that set it apart. Firstly, we must talk about its distinctive art style. Dunwall, the game's setting, is not just another generic city. Instead, it is a dark, plague-ridden industrial town with a unique blend of Victorian and steampunk influences. This combination creates a distinct visual aesthetic that immerses you in the grim reality of Dunwall's streets. The city feels real and lived in, with each district having its unique vibe. From the opulence of the aristocratic areas to the grimy back alleys. But the game's uniqueness doesn't stop at its visuals. Dishonored introduces an innovative game mechanic known as the Chaos System. This system reacts to your actions, making the world around you a reflection of your playstyle. If you choose to be a ruthless assassin, leaving a trail of bodies in your wake, the city becomes darker, more infested, and the narrative becomes more cynical. On the other hand, if you opt for a non-lethal approach, the city remains relatively stable, and the narrative takes a more hopeful tone. Perhaps one of the most intriguing features of Dishonored is the ability to complete the entire game without killing anyone. Yes, you heard that right. Despite being an assassin with supernatural powers, you can choose to be a ghost, slipping past enemies and finding non-lethal ways to neutralize your targets. This feature not only provides a challenging and rewarding experience for stealth game enthusiasts, but also adds depth and replayability to the game, as it encourages players to experiment with different playstyles. These features make Dishonored not just a game, but an immersive, interactive experience. The unique art style, the reactive chaos system, and the freedom to choose your path make Dishonored a game that stands out in the crowded field of action-adventure games. It's more than just a game. It's a world that reacts to you, a narrative that shapes itself around your actions, and an experience that stays with you long after you've put down the controller. In Dishonored, every path, every decision, and every kill or mercy is your own. The world of Dishonored is one that is brimming with possibilities. With every step you take, every corner you turn, you're presented with a myriad of choices. You can slip through the shadows like a specter, leaving no trace of your passage except for the objective completed. Or you can choose the path of the Avenger, painting the cobblestones of Dunwall with the blood of those who wronged you. The game's emphasis on player freedom is perhaps its most striking feature. It allows you to approach each mission from multiple angles and offers a plethora of ways to eliminate targets or avoid them altogether. You can be a brutal killer or a non-lethal ghost. The choice is entirely yours. Yet the freedom doesn't stop there. As Corvo, you're bestowed with supernatural abilities, granted by a mysterious outsider. These powers not only enhance your skills, but also offer creative solutions for overcoming challenges. Want to teleport across rooftops or possess a rat to scurry through a tiny vent? You can. Want to stop time and walk past a barrage of bullets, or bend the minds of your enemies to turn them against each other? You can do that too. Dishonored stands out among its contemporaries with its unique blend of Victorian and steampunk influences, creating a world that is as fascinating as it is grim. Dunwall is a city that tells its own stories, from the grandeur of its royal palaces to the squalor of its plague-ridden streets. The attention to detail is nothing short of impressive, making each exploration a journey worth undertaking. In the end, Dishonored is more than just an action-adventure game. It's a testament to player agency and freedom, a playground of possibilities, and a world that lives and breathes with every choice you make. Now, are you ready to plunge into the shadows of Dunwall and write your own tale of revenge?